Another exciting episode of Two Tones Twisted Tarot Tales. Okay, collective, as usual, I'm going to be shuffling these United States flashcards, and we're going to find a state to pull a Republican out of. Okay, universe, the American people need to know which state should we pull a Republican out of to do a reading for. Look at that. There we go. The great state of misery. Okay, collective, I found somebody from the great state of Missouri, or Missouri. I like to call it misery. His name's Josh Hawley. This guy is full of shit. Let's see what Wikipedia says or Google says about him. Josh Hawley, United States Senator. Josh David Hawley is an American politician, lawyer, and former professor who has served as the junior United States Senator from Missouri since 2019. He's 41 years old. Can you believe that? This young guy, okay? Here's a story from Salon.com. Josh Hawley's Deranged Love America Act is a testament to racist hatred. Probably is. Senator Josh Hawley of the former slave state Missouri doesn't want America's white children to be exposed to the simple reality that slavery was not only legal at the founding of our country, but was in several places written into our Constitution. And so Hawley doesn't want anybody to know the truth. So this guy, we're going to be doing a reading for this guy right here, Josh Hawley of Miserable. As usual, we're going to be using the Incredible Tarot of Wonderland deck by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Eugene Smith. Okay, universe, and by the way, I already shuffled it twice. Actually, 3 times, I think. We'll shuffle it again. Okay, universe, what can you tell us right now about Missouri Republican Josh Hawley? 1 second, guys. Let me find out if he's a senator. I think he's a senator. Yeah, Josh Hawley is a senator of the great state of Missouri. Okay, universe, what can you tell the American people about Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri? Missouri. Miserable? Missouri. What can you tell us about Josh Hawley, the senator of Missouri? This guy wants to take accurate explanation of real, true American history out of the history books. He just wants to make shit up, just like the rest of the Republicans. They don't want to tell you the truth about the history of America. They don't want you to know the truth. They want it. They put a bunch of shit on AM radio. They put out the fake news, and they just want you to know what they want to tell you. They want to erase history and act like stuff never happened. Let's get a flyer. Come on. Thought I felt a spider on my leg there. Well, this came out, but I don't know if we should take it. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll take it. Whoa. That's the Queen of Wands. She came out sort of upside down, but only because I kind of let it toppled over. So we'll take it. We'll take it for now. We'll figure something out. The Infernal deck would probably be able to clarify that better. We'll get a good clarification with the Infernal deck, you know. All right, one more time here. We need another card. Okay, universe. What does the American people need to know about Missouri's Senator Josh Hawley? There might be a white rabbit hiding in this deck somewhere. If you look at the very top, you see Alice's face. You might see a white rabbit. Okay, collective, keep an eye out for the white rabbit that you might discover hiding in this deck somewhere. Let's try to go a little slower. Maybe this. Oh, the white rabbit just came by, didn't he? And he left. He's in there. He's in there. We avoided him. I'm not sure what he is. You know, he's been hiding in this deck. Trying to get a flyer here. It's hard to shuffle because it's in cramped spaces. So we're going to use the magical die. Okay. Here's a magical die. We're going to throw the die. And we got the number 4. The number 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. You know what this card is? This is the death card. And the truth is, the death card is a pretty good card. So at least Josh's got at least one good card. So let's see here. Let me move this over. And we need another. We need one more card. Okay, universe, can I get one more card to help the American people know what it is they need to know about miserable Josh Hawley from Missouri? He's a senator and he's a Republican. And he's from Missouri. He's a miserable guy. That one kind of came out, but I think I'm going too fast. Huh? I'm rushing again. I'm in a public-private room or a private-public room. I don't know how you want to say that, but I do need to kind of get these going. So let's do that. We'll use that one. And it sort of came out like that. But we're more than likely going to use upright. But we'll see. Oh, look at that. The 3 of Cups is a great card. Look, they're all having a party. So, I mean, I think that, miserable Josh Hawley is not that miserable right now, right? But we're going to get some explanations of these cards because there's a whole other story being told here, okay? And I think he thinks he's celebrating, you know. I mean, honestly, it looks like maybe there's been an end to something. And he you know, he's ending, he's trying to end or ending, giving the American children in school an accurate explanation of slavery in America. And he's probably having a good time partying. That's why he's in the middle there. You know, he's in the middle there, having a good time partying. You know, because he just ended, you know, giving an accurate description of slavery in America. But we're going to use this book right here, and we're going to find out a better description of these cards. So hold tight. Okay, collective. So the first card out for Josh Hawley of Missouri, Missouri? I don't know. Is the Queen of Swords, but it came out reversed. And so these are the key words for the Queen of Swords. And I think this is general for most queens. Ally, confidant, helper, authority, accomplished. But I think the heir, which is swords, is quick-witted, smart, clever, efficient, perceptive, cruel, and does not abide deception. Okay, so what he's trying to do is he's trying to take out the truth in the history books. He's trying to take out the truth in the history books of slavery in America and rewrite it. So, you know, when she's upright, she does not abide deception. So she's not upright. She came out reversed. So I'm going to say that's the opposite of does not abide deception. And the other card, the second card that came out, is the Death card. So in this deck, this is the Death card. Okay, it's an amazingly illustrated deck. It's an interesting Death card. She's blowing out a candle. So let's see what the keywords for the Death card is. Death, rebirth, endings, mortality, loss, change, failure, destruction, severing ties, transitions, transformation, inexorable force, elimination. So, I think we know what Josh Hawley's doing. He is getting rid of, accurately educating the American children of the truth about slavery in America. He's a shameful degenerate. This was the third and last card that came out for miserable Josh Hawley. And I think this card depicts him having a party with his minions after destroying the educational literature in his state. So that's the Three of Cups. So what are the keywords for the Three of Cups? Friendship, family, casual partners, joy, fun, abandon. Right, he definitely abandoned the truth. Abundance, celebration, connections, and savoring the moment. He is having a party because he has helped to destroy education in his state. So this is a good example of why no Republican or conservative should ever hold any office. Now we're going to get clarification with the Two Tones Infernal deck. Okay, collective, it's time to get a clarification on these cards with my Two Tones Infernal deck. I've already shuffled it twice. Here's a third shuffle. Okay, universe, I need clarification for miserable Josh Hawley and the reversed Queen of Swords. Whoa, that was nice. Very nice flyer there. Okay, so that's how it came out. Let's go like this. Whoa. So it looks like, this is what came out, but it came out like this. And it looks like there's no grief there. There's no grief on chopping up history in the history books. He's got no grief for using that Queen of Swords to chop up history and be deceptive. See? He's got no grief about it. Okay, universe, I need another clarification for the Death card for miserable Josh Hawley. That came out like that. So let's turn that over. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. He made sure the truth died. Miserable Josh Hawley. This guy right here. Miserable Josh Hawley made sure that the truth died. Look at his face. Look at him. He looks like his hemorrhoids are flaring up. Miserable Josh Hawley has made sure to kill true education in his state. He's a shameful degenerate. Okay, universe, I need a clarification for the Three of Cups for Josh Hawley in miserable Missouri. Whoa. 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 There's a lot that came out. It sort of fell out. This is how they came out. Okay. So I'm going to turn over the ones closest to the table. That's pusillanimity came out sideways. This one's closest to the table here. Let's turn it over. No overkill. Okay. Overkill, but it came out like this. Pusillanimity, but it came out like this. And constipation. This one was closest to the floor, so I'm going to put this up here. So I think that's weird that there's no overkill on the partying, but it's possible that there's no overkill on the partying because he's constipated. And I'm wondering if pusillanimity is crossing his constipation. This is a very interesting read. I haven't had a read like this. So I'm going to have to look up exactly, and I know I made the deck, but I'm going to have to look up exactly the proper definition of pusillanimity and what that means for crossing his constipation. See, I think that he should have drank more. If he would have drank more during his party, he would have had diarrhea. That would have been better than constipation, or maybe constipation is better than diarrhea. Maybe what he was drinking gave him constipation. So give me 1 sec. Okay, collective. It looks like pusillanimity is a lack of courage or determination, or you could use the word timidity. So being timid. So it looks like he had no overkill at his party. Okay, so he didn't drink enough at his party to loosen up what's in his bowels, and so he ended up getting constipation. And so the pusillanimity, he's timid. He's timid right now about doing anything because he's constipated. I bet every time he sits down, it feels like there's a brick in there, So he's timid and he lacks courage. When you're constipated, it's hard to do anything because you got like a brick in your bowels, So I think that explains that. So we need to get an animal card here, figure out what animal spirit is hanging around miserable Josh Hawley. Okay, universe, we need to know which animal spirit has been hanging around Josh Hawley. These cards are double-sided, so it's kind of hard to, hopefully it'll flip out of there. We want it to flip out. Flip out, flip out, flip out. Which animal spirit is hanging around Josh Hawley? And this one, I'm not going to take this one. Come on, he's a Republican, right? Which animal spirit is hanging around Josh Hawley right now? Which animal spirit is hanging around miserable Josh Hawley right now? I wonder which animal is constipated more, Probably whatever that animal is, Which animal is hanging around Josh Hawley right now? We want to pull a die. Yep. Okay, so let's pull a die. Here's the die. We're going to throw it. Okay, universe, let this die help the American people find out which card to pull that's going to tell us the animal spirit hanging around Josh Hawley right now. Number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rabbit. The rabbit spirit. Well, I wonder if Josh Hawley's been eating rabbit. That could possibly constipate him. But a little rabbit has been hanging around Josh Hawley, and it's this could be a a Terror in Wonderland sort of a thing. He might be in the hole. He might be in that rabbit hole, and he's constipated in that hole. But he feels delighted. He had a party, and he feels delighted that he's destroyed education in his state. So I think this is going to wrap up this reading for miserable Josh Hawley, Republican senator of misery. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.